Not everything that counts can be counted, and not everything that can be counted counts. Perfection is achieved not when there is nothing more to add, but when there is nothing left to take away. Welcome to our news timeline here at Kings TV, where we serve you with the latest happening in and outside our country. Send us your views regarding the Quarry killings probe on our social media platforms, Facebook at Kings TV, YouTube at Kings Fraternity. But first, here are the news shaping the headlines. More bodies retrieved from a quarry in Mukuru, Njenga. Journalists in Nakuru and Kiambu protest over shooting of their colleague.
We want peace.
President William Ruto access US-funded Ford Foundation of sponsoring protest and anarchy. Meru Governor Kawela Mwangaza to face new impeachment motion over alleged misconduct. Welcome to the broadcast. I am Njenga. Residents of Mukuru Njenga in Embakasi South are shocked after discovering more than 11 bodies and 12 body parts dumped in the quarry. Let us have a look on these reports.
Residents of Mukuru Njenga in Embakasi South are shocked after discovering more than 11 dismembered bodies and 12 body parts dumped in Quarry on 13th of July on the outskirts of Nairobi County. Following raging public anger, the government immediately commenced investigation on the matter on 15th of July. The Director of Criminal Investigation Mohammed Amin and the Acting General of Police Douglas Kanja announced the main suspect as Collins Juma Issa Arusha have been arrested and confessed that he had killed more than 42 women, including his wife, since 2022 after disposing the bodies in the same quarry. I managed to enter in Kiambu town and interacted with various netizens who have condemned the incident and added that the suspect must be held accountable for his acts of omission.
Mtushike mtu kama huo tupeleka kwa judge, kwa kotini ahukumiwe ama waachiliwe.
Reporting for Kings TV, Kiambu Town, I'm Njenga.
The Kenya Union of Journalists has condemned the shooting of a media practitioner, Catherine Kariuki, attached to media marks on Tuesday 16th of July when covering the anti-government protests. Our reporter Frida Kahiga has prepared more for us.
The Kenya Union of Journalists has condemned the shooting of a media practitioner attacked to Media Max Limited when covering the anti-government protest on 16th of July in Nakuru. Catherine Kariuki has sustained 3 gunshot injuries on her thigh. According to Kenya Union of Journalists, Ms. Kariuki's fellow journalist termed the shooting as a targeted attack by a rogue police officer. On 17th of July, her fellow journalist held demos to protest against the police brutality in Nakuru County and Kiambu County, stating that the government should take legal action to the police officers who shot Wanjeri. They also demanded that the officer should be fired with immediate effect.
Tunasema hivi, kuna ambao wanatusimamia ambao ni na Media Council of Kenya, ambao sisi kama journalist tunarenew hiyo ID every year, na hatuoni wakifanya jambo. Wanasimama tu, wanaongea, wanasimama tu. Sisi wenyewe na kamera zetu na mikrofoni zetu tunawaangaza na tunasema ati wamesema. Kwa nini wasifanye kitendo sahihi? Na then tunasema hivi, huyo polisi si ati ahamishwe kutoka Nakuru County ati apelekwe county nyingine, si ataenda kuwa journalist mwingine hiyo county. Tunasema sisi wenyewe tuende na kamera zetu kwa koti yenye atapelekwa, we cover him as afungwe na aende.
I'm here in Kiambu police station where the journalists from the Media Max are demanding their rights, and they are demanding the police who shoot Wanjeri, the journalist, to be dismissed from the work. Kings TV, Frida Kahiga, Kiambu County.
President William Ruto accuses US-funded Ford Foundation of sponsoring protest and anarchy, claiming that the intention is to interfere with the Kenyan democracy. Our own Fidelis Muligi has more details.
After the ongoing demonstrations in the country held by the Gen Z to reject the Finance Bill 2024, President William Ruto, while in a development tour in Mukuru County, stated that the Ford Foundation, which is an non-governmental organization, is funding the protest with the intention of interfering with Kenyan's democracy.
I want to call out those who are behind the anarchy in Kenya, those who are behind the sponsoring the chaos in the Republic of Kenya. Shame on them, because they are sponsoring violence against our democratic nation. Mimi nataka niulize watu wa Ford Foundation, watuambie hiyo pesa wanatoa ifanye fujo ndio wapate faida gani?
This contrasts with Deputy President Gachagua accusation that the National Intelligence Service NIS is plotting to frame him and former President Uhuru Kenyatta as the financiers and planners of the protest. The president claims this, showing that the government may not be certain on the actual financer, considering his deputy's recent allegation against the National Intelligence Service. The Gen Z group has insisted it's leaderless and has no financer. During the tour, the president also said that he would unveil a new cabinet next week after consultations. He also emphasized that he will not compel any party to participate. President Ruto also stated that his administration is raising more revenue to fund development projects such as houses and roads. The Ford, which is an non-governmental organization in the US, has refused with the claims where President Ruto says that it's the one paying the agencies to conduct the demonstrations in Kenya. Reporting for Kings TV in Kiambu County, I'm Fidelis Murigi.
Let us take our first commercial break. We will be right back. Stay tuned. Meru County Assembly is set to initiate a third motion against Governor Kawira Mwangaza over alleged misconduct. Our reporter Felix Mbogo has more.
Meru County Assembly is set to initiate a third motion against Governor Kawira Mwangaza. The motion has 2 counts against the governor, which are abuse of the office and misuse of the county funds. Honorable Kawira Mwangaza's first impeachment bid was in December 2022, where 11-member Senate committee probing the grounds for her submitted that all charges leveled against her were unproven. In November 2023, Governor Kawira Mwangaza survived the second bid of impeachment after a majority of 47 senators failed to uphold any of the charges cited against the governor. Some of the charges cited against her were irregular payment of emergency calls, allowances to doctors, nepotism and unethical practices, misappropriating county resources, bullying and verifying other leaders, and illegally naming a public road after her husband.
I'm calling upon the bodies that are supposed to investigate. The other day, the EACC mentioned that they have 51 corruption cases for Meru County. So I urge the EACC and other bodies to come and investigate. And if they deem this are enough, Governor Kawira Mwangaza will just be behind bars.
Meru County Assembly is set to initiate a third impeachment motion against Governor Kawira Mwangaza over alleged misconduct. According to some views, the governor is most probably to survive the impeachment. Kings TV, my name is Bogo Felix.
The government have raised the road maintenance levy, increasing the tax from 18 to 25 shillings per litre. President William Ruto defended the levy increase, asserting that it will not impact fuel cost. Our own and only Janet Githi has more.
The government has raised the road maintenance levy, increasing the tax from 18 to 25 Kenyan shillings per litre of fuel. This decision contradicts a pledge by the former Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen that the government would not disregard concerns raised by the Kenyans during the public participation exercise. The demand for good governance, evidenced by protests nationwide, has prominently featured calls for strict adherence to the law and established processes. However, the swift implementation of the road maintenance levy levy has sparked debate. A Gazette notice reveals that the Cabinet Secretary of Transport, Kipchumba Murkomen, gazetted the levy increase just a day after ensuring Kenyans that their significant concerns during public participation would be taken into account. A report on public participation by the Ministry of Transport mandated the ministry to proceed with the implementation while ensuring it does not escalate fuel costs beyond current prices. Kenya remains to be the country with the most and high taxes in East Africa, and this has affected the cost of living. The citizens have pleaded to the government to decrease the levy on fuel. President William Ruto defended the levy increase, asserting that it will not impact fuel costs. The breakdown of taxes and levies on fuels include excise duty tax 21.95, road maintenance levy 25.00, import declaration 26.05, petroleum development 5.40, petroleum regulatory levy 0.75, value added tax 26.05, railway development 1.33, total tax and levies 82.74. The price adjustment now dictates that consumers will pay a maximum of 188.84 Kenya shillings per litre of super petrol, 171.60 Kenya shillings per litre of diesel, and 161.75 Kenya shillings per litre of kerosene.
Government has raised road maintenance levy, increasing taxes from 18 to 25 Kenya shillings, despite the former Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen saying that it will not increase. Reporting for Kings TV, I'm Gedi Jane, Kiambu County.
Azimio la Umoja Coalition leader Raila Odinga has demanded the prosecution of the former Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki and former Inspector General of Police Japhet Koome over the killing of the anti-government protesters. Mary Kimani has more details.
Following the Gen Z protest over the past 4 weeks, protesting for high cost of living and the Finance Bill 2024 to 2025 has led to death of many protesters. On Saturday 13th, Azimio leader Raila Odinga was speaking in Kakamega County, where he demanded the prosecution of former Interior Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki, former Inspector General of Police Japhet Koome, and Nairobi Regional Police Boss Adamson Bungei over the killing of protesters. He wants the three to take responsibility for the killing of protesters during the recent anti-government protests. On Tuesday 16th, one of the protesters, Charles Owino, was shot dead during anti-government protest in Kitengela. Errors in registration leaving many victims unidentified. Kakamega Governor Fernandes Barasa faulted the police for using excessive force on Gen Z protesters across the country. He said that they have right to demonstrate and they should not be killed. The government should take action to ensure that affected families get justice.
Kwa maoni yangu ninaona ya kwamba hii serikali imetudanganya sana, kwa sababu hakuna wakati wamewahi kutuambia ukweli. Wanatuambia tu mauaji imetokea lakini hawahusiki.
And those are some of the views of the resident in Kiambu County about the murder of the protesters. And they asked the government they should take the responsibility of the murder of the protesters and they should not blame anyone. Kings TV, Mary Kimani.
Earlier before, I asked you your views concerning the probe killings in Quarry, Mukuru, Njenga. I can see Naomi from Kirinyaga saying that the suspect must be held accountable because of his acts. Mbogwa from Mangu says the government should assist the families of the deceased. Jane Newton from Embu says that more investigations should be done so that they can give us an accurate report. Thank you for keeping Kings TV your #1 channel. See you in the next bulletin. For more information, follow us on our social media platforms, Facebook at Kings TV, YouTube at Kings Fraternity. I am Wamboy Nyokabi.